I had lived in North Carolina my entire life. Most of my family, friends were there, had a career. I was a teacher for 10 years and a principal for 10 years. Lived at the beach my whole life. So it was a great way to grow up. We loved North Carolina. We were just living life, and life was good. Then my husband, Rich, got a job offer here that we couldn't refuse. And if you had asked me when I was younger if I would ever live in Indiana, I would have told you no. Completely a blank slate, not knowing what is ahead. What schools are we gonna go, or send our kids to? Where are we gonna live? How is this all gonna work out? We took our pastor out to lunch and we said, Alan, we're moving away. And he said, where are you moving? And we said, South Bend, Indiana. Off the top of his head, you've got to go to GCC. And so we came up in April and visited. While we were on the school tour, we met another family. The mother said, when you get back in August, call me and let's get together. I hadn't called her yet. We were getting settled. I went to the grocery store and ran right into her. Oh, it's you. And we, hugged, and we had just met that one time. But she said, you've got to go with me. I have a play date with a friend tomorrow. And I said, I don't want to crash your date. She said, no, it'll be fine. So we got to the play date, and this friend took my hand in hers, both of her hands, clasped my hand, and was just so kind and said, oh, where are you from? And asked questions. And she said, have you found a church home? And I said, well, we visited GCC. And she said, oh, my husband is the children's director there. We talked a while and then said, I can see GCC's pushing these small groups, but we've been online and haven't found one that really fits yet. And she said, we're starting one. We just haven't put it online yet. Do you want to join? And we said, absolutely. They became some of our very first friends. 6 other couples became like our family. I was going through a hard time. My mom was sick and had cancer, and so we were going back and forth to that and to visit her, and they were there in a really hard time. Through that, I know God brought us here because of the way He continually put people in our path just to help us. We're home. We feel home at GCC. And it wasn't an overnight process. We made the vow that we would say yes to whatever God asked us to do through the church. And if we're asked to help out with something or be involved in a ministry, we just say yes. That has led to so many friendships. It's easy to stay in our friend groups and not reach out. That's not the way of the church. Having that mom reach out to me and say, hey, when you get here, call me. She didn't have to do that. It's amazing how one small effort can ripple into a huge life change for someone. Just to reach out to those who may not have a friend, those we don't know, and just make that, maybe go above and beyond for someone. It can change someone's life. I just can't think of a better place to be. And so we want to give that back to others by reaching back and helping others and bringing them in and saying, you're wanted and you are welcome, and we all want you to be part of this family, and we're just so grateful. We're so grateful to be here.